Actually, I had a stint at Wawa, also part of my biography and stories, and I realized that I was treated as a number, and no matter how hard I worked, it didn't matter. I was working on the third shift for 7.75, so minimum wage was still 7.25, and they were only paying 50 cents more for the third shift, and didn't matter how hard I work, it didn't matter. So I told myself, if I'll ever have the company, it will matter how hard people working, and they should be recognized when they're working hard. And then also working for a company called Thermal Design, and I asked the gentleman, okay, like I see this guy like looks like a senior tech, how much is he making? And they told me he's making 15. And I was like, so how long has he been working here? 5 years. And I said, so I need to wait for 5 years to be making $15 an hour? They said yes. And pretty much right there I said, I quit, and I went back to be a subcontractor for that company. And this is how it's really started. Is also, I was just curious, what should I do as a person to earn like X amount? Okay, I should do this. And then when I get to that level, I would think, okay, what should I do now to earn this amount of money in the day? And the curiosity drove me to become a business owner, pretty much.
Okay, great. So from 2006 until today, where has Synergy 3 evolved? In what areas have you guys evolved other than just the rapid growth and hiring more employees?
Definitely, since the podcast is about this technology. Technology took over, and unfortunately, I call these uh, owners of businesses dinosaurs. They still do work on paper. I recently had talk with someone, and they said, well, we don't like digital. And I was like, okay, we are in the AI world, and you're still not even digital, right? So they're still analog. They like analog because they're afraid of change. I was always the champion of change myself personally, and indulging this on my people, saying, you have to change. Sometimes it was pushy, ineffective, but it was the desire of mine to make them better, because I understand that I need it. I need better team. Not that they were not good team, but I need to go next, to the next. You need to get better, because I came from sports. I grew up pretty much at the track and field stadium, so that's all I knew: how to get better, compete, how to get better. So the biggest changes occurred when we got the Oracle NetSuite. Everyone was on Service Titan. We tried, we didn't like it, and we didn't like it because it was not customizable to our unique business. And like, this is now saying of mine, is that I I want their software to work for my business. I don't want my business to be fit in their software. So if you're giving me a software that is not doesn't fit in my business, I'm not going to change my business to fit in your software. And that was the issue with the Service Titan. So we signed up with Oracle NetSuite in 2020. So COVID, in a sense, was the also catalyst. It really was the hard stop for us, because we were shut down because of our government contracts. Even though we were essential business, we were told, do not go. People had active gas leaks, they had no heat. We were told, do not go, you cannot go. So 3 months we weren't working at all. But in these 3 months, I had time to stop and think, and make decisions and make moves that really laid the foundation. We've rehabbed the office completely. We created our training lab, which existed in the warehouse. Then we made an official big training space. And we signed up with Oracle NetSuite because we understood that we need the technology that is fully customizable. And we're still 6 years later. We're just getting there, where it's fine-tuned and customized to our needs, and it's still so much we can do with this.